Hello fellow comic book worms, this is Man. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do some little catch up from my pre-recordings back in July 20. I recorded these videos back at my dad's house when I was in Oklahoma City. I picked up some books from Oklahoma City Ollies and half-price bookstores. At Ollies it was more of a paperback comic books, not the floppy ones. At half price they had a small bin of comic books they were selling at half the cover price. But I'll tell you how I got them for $1 per comic book. I'm following videos. Anyway, so let's dig into them.
Oh, what fun we're going to have together.
Green Hornet, issue 1. Oh, by the way, I had a great deal. I picked up about 35 of issue number 1. And each one of these, this one's like a cover price was $4, right? I'm gonna round that up, right? $3.99 to $4. This one doesn't even have a cover price that I can see. My eyesight is really bad. Oh, this one's at $3.99 too. But some of these had like $2.99, some of them had $1.99, and guy got confused and he said, you know what? I'm just gonna give every one of these at 99 cents, dollar. And so I picked up all these 35 comic books at dollar each, $35 basically. And I picked this one up. I couldn't even read that. Is that Genius? Yeah, that font, I cannot read that font. Genius, I guess. Automatically, this wasn't number 1, 2, 3 because it had issue 3 and issue 2. I'm gonna bag and board these guys. So I thought that was a pretty cool story. Now I picked this one up just because it's Shenchi, just in case it's a key issue. Probably not, but now Warlock. I used to be a fan of Warlock. I don't know if I'm gonna be a fan of this guy. Now this is a way of me to get him back to collecting comic books, doing YouTube, and then collecting issue number 1s and see if I want to collect more of them. This is so much from Wirestone. Buck Rogers. I used to be a fan of Buck Rogers. Am I going to be a fan of this one? Backlash. That looks cool. Now I'm getting the tired of this particular style of art. Image and these other independent companies seem to have a lot of this kind of, looks more like a computer graphic to me. Go ahead and pick that. This is probably one and done, but I like the cover better than the other one. Probably this is going to be one and done, but who knows. Black Tide. I actually like the back cover better. Yeah. Now this one is not issue number 1, actually it's issue number 5, but it's Neil Gaiman stuff. And I'm a Neil Gaiman's fan. American Gods. I didn't finish reading that book though. Maybe a comic book can help me finish reading that book. American Gods. That comes in a novel format. And this had even alternate number 5. It didn't have all the 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish it did, but it didn't. Oh, this one. Mark Quilley is a YouTube artist that I follow. I like his way he teaches art. I never thought about buying his comic book, but there was like 3 of them there, so I go ahead and picked it up to support the dude. It's only $1 each, you know, so maybe I'll go there and see if he'll sell me a comic book that he could sign. Future Foundation, issue number 1, again. Union. Yeah. This is really busy cover right there. Really busy. Image. Kindred, the Kindred. Villain United. Yeah. since the six like they copy from each other. Now, yeah, actually I picked this up for this cover because I thought that was pretty intriguing. Musical comic book. Oh, I'm a fan of Planet of the Apes. Now everybody seems to be making comic books, different companies. This is by Boom, but I had to go and pick up all they had at the half price bookstore. One, again, this has to be bag and border. 2, 3, and these are like, most of these are cover B, so they have. I'm learning about these variant covers and stuff. I'm getting really confused about how to collect comic books nowadays. Oh, I actually like this one. I just go, wow, I just like the cover, and I googled it a little bit more about her, and I say, you know what? I'll go ahead and buy a series, all 1, 2, 3. So this one automatically is gonna be 1, 2, 3, and I actually like this particular cover. This cover is the one that actually attracted me to this comic book. So Pandora, I think I picked up all 5 they had. I think according to Google it goes up to 12 issues. Depending on if the design is good, I'll go ahead and pick up the rest of them. Now back to the heavy metal stuff. Right behind this, there was a whole bunch of them, whole bunch of different magazines. It was in the collectible area of the half price bookstores. It seems like everything in there is collectible, but they have a section called collectibles, and I expected this to be a lot of money, and it only was $4. And cover price on these like are $8, $7.95. So I said, I pick it up. And right behind it was a sports magazine, and I go, oh, I'm only gonna find one. Then I found right behind sports magazine there was a whole bunch hiding. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna pick these up. Now, I used to have a heavy metal when they first published these back in 75 or around there, 75 to 80. These are like 2000 series, after 2000, maybe 99. And I hope these are not all just cheesecake stuff. Because heavy metal that I used to read has this adult content too, but it wasn't all about sex. It wasn't all about sex. I lost those heavy metal magazine because it was with my Playboys, which was all about sex. When my wife was cleaning up my storage area, and she found a whole bunch of my Playboy magazine in the box, and hey, why are you keeping all these magazines? Well, those are the things I used to have when I was teenagers. And she goes, we're gonna clean this up. And I go, all right, throw them away. And I forgot that particular box had a whole bunch of heavy metals because it was the same size as the Playboys, so that's where I don't remember where I lost it, but today when I saw these magazines, I said, that's where I lost it at. Little Red Riding Hood with the whoops. Cool, that's really cool. Now remember this one. That's cool, right? Let me see if the artist's name is on there. It's not on there. Hold on. Okay. So after I finished with my shopping at half price bookstore, I went straight to Ollies, and I found this book. Immediately I found this book at the book section. Art of Dave Seeley. Pretty cool, right? This cool stuff. Well, when I look in the back, this is what I found. That's the fate. This is what, like a cover price is about $50. Cover price $50, and they were selling at the Ollies for $8.99, $9. And when I looked through it, there was open one. When I looked through it, oh my gosh, there's so much there. I became a fan of Dave Seeley now. I guess I'm getting familiar with the more modern artists, comic book artists. So that's good. I actually went to Ollie to see if I could pick up some Jim Lee's book. I didn't find Jim Lee's book, but I found the book that Jim Lee wrote something about. I guess he was endorsing a guy named Jock, or maybe she's in there. It's she, but oh, this is the only one they had. This one's at cover price $68, but it didn't have a sticker, price sticker, so he gave it to me for $8.99 also. And there's some cool art in there too. Cool art in there too. Batman. Yeah, it's just really cool art. But so I thought, okay, well, they have these books, maybe they would have some comic books. They didn't. These are not comic books, but I saw this, follow this way. So I thought that was really funny, so I go ahead and picked it up. Mad Magazine. Pretty controversial? Maybe not. And around there was a whole bunch of, what do you call these? I don't know if these are paperback comic books, graphic novels. It is a comic book, right? Well, this one has like equivalent to 6 different floppy comic books. I think. Not this one. Maybe not this one. This one's a more of a one-shot novel, I think, or graphic novel. I thought this was interesting. Superman, American Alien. That's. So I thought that was interesting. They're selling them for like what? $4, and cover price is $20. So I picked a couple Star Wars. This is horrible thing what they're doing here to these comic books, by the way. I was able to take one off Han Solo without any problem though, so these have a very smooth surface. This is really funny. This is a solo comic Han and Star Wars fans deserve. I guess they're knocking the movie, Han Solo movie. Yeah, this one has 1 through 5 also, regular comic books. So it's a good way for me to like review 1, 2, 3 and see if I want to collect the floppies of those. Yeah, A4s, the Marvel's Mightiest Woman. Again, $3 for. That's good. I'm not a Deathstroke fan, but he reminds me of what's his name? Deadpool. And some pretty good art in here, so I go ahead and buy that. Pretty good art. And again, this is like 6 books or 5 books, 1 through 6. So, I gotta pick up that girl, right? 1 through 6 on that one too. 1 through 5, 1 through 6, yeah. This one I didn't even look. I didn't even look inside, right? I didn't even bother to look inside. It says Batman Catwoman, the Wedding Album, Deluxe Edition. I said, okay. $3.99 for $20 book. So I said, okay, I'll take that. I just want. I'm a Stephen King's fan. I collect all the comic books in Dark Tower series. I'm almost done. I'm about probably 75%. This is. I'm gonna try to collect Stan floppies. But yeah, this is a 6 comic book about. Last one. This one wasn't not such a good deal. $6, but it's still $25. The U.S. cover price it is hardcover, not the soft cover. So and it did have a Jane Foster as a Thor, and it did have a picture of Loki in there. It could become a key issue, but I already have a what if Jane Foster turns into Thor kind of comic books. So from 70s, 80s. Anyway, that's it. That was it. That's all my haul. Again, I'm preparing myself to do different type of series. So I'm right now collecting for those series. Till next time, I'm out.